So this is my last video for Brie 2.0, 365 days of Brie. And that's really weird to think about. It's been a long year. So this is my accompanying video for the blog that there is a link to in the doobly-doo. Now I made that painting about a month ago, and it is called Contradictions. The reason that this painting relates even a little bit to this project is the fact that it is very much a contradiction. Notice that in the background it's a very kind of geometric pattern of colored blocks, and then there's all the abstractionist stuff, kind of the paint splatters and the kind of flower here, and paint splatters, a part of a handprint right there. So the painting itself is kind of a contradiction because it has the contrasting geometric stuff and the abstract stuff kind of together on the same canvas, and that was what I really wanted this painting to do. Now, how this relates to me and the project and everything is that at the very beginning of the project, one of the biggest things that I wanted to get out of this project was to define myself. I asked questions like, am I shy or outgoing? Am I loud or quiet? On and on and on. And I had all of these questions of differing parts of my personality and which one was actually me. How could I define myself? And this is something that I've been trying to do for a really long time. I remember when I first started out with my website, I used to do a poll, but I'm too lazy to update them anymore, so I just stopped. But no, I had a poll question on what high school clique does Brie belong to. So I had the nerd, the jock, blah 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 blah. And I had all sorts of cliques listed, and I honestly wanted to know what people thought because I didn't know. I wasn't part of a clique. I had no idea what I was. I was the girl who played basketball and volleyball and was on the swim team and used to play soccer. I was that girl, but I was also the nerdy girl, who used to do math problems for fun and was in 5th grade math when she was in 3rd grade. And at the same time, I was also the creative one. I was the one who had a website and liked to write stories and poetry. So for my entire life, it's really bothered me that my personality is so conflicting, I guess you could say. I am very shy in a lot of situations, but I can also be, gregarious and incredibly outgoing. And so I set out on this project partially to try to define myself, but also obviously to try and get over a lot of things that had been holding me back for a long time, which I eventually did, and so that part of the project was a success. But in regards to defining myself, I don't think that my project was exactly a success in the way that I originally expected. See, the thing about me is that I'm very much like this painting. I am a contradiction. And that's the one thing that I've learned about myself through this project. I am both shy and outgoing. I am both loud and quiet, technical and creative. And I think the thing that I didn't realize originally is that my personality is very contradicting, but the separate spheres of my personality don't have to be conflicting. They're just contrasting. But it doesn't have to be one way or the other. It can be both. And that's fine. It depends on the situation. And not only have I learned that about myself, that I am contrasting rather than conflicting, but I have also learned that that's actually really cool, because that means I'm versatile and I can adjust to change or adjust to new situations, which is really going to be helpful seeing as I'm starting college tomorrow. Now, the last thing about this painting that I want to kind of point out is the heart. What I did is I just I taped it off with Scotch tape before I started painting, and then I took it off before I did the abstract parts. And the reason that I think that the heart is one of the most important things about this painting is it's because it's kind of demonstrates my acceptance of the contradictions that make up who I am. It represents that, I love myself. I love who I am. And I shouldn't have started this project trying to put myself in a box. Thank you everyone who has followed the project. I'm so grateful for all of the comments and the messages and the emails and the support that everyone who has watched this project grow and evolve, has sent to me, has offered, has given. I was about to say that I couldn't have done any of this without you, but that wouldn't be true. I mean no disrespect. I am so grateful for everything that everyone has done, but I think the point of this project was that I can do it by myself, I'm not codependent. I don't need someone else to be happy, which is a lesson I learned through Dylan and Sean, and I guess my parents' divorce. And I don't need a constant amount of attention to feel validated, to feel accepted, and to feel wanted.